Wherever you wanna go, Job Squad will find a place for you.
Doing some Instagram, trying to share us on Insta.
But alrighty, guys, welcome back to Job Squad Recruitment with
Welcome
Mathias.
back.
Niki. So we've been a bit around everything, like how it is it for us, how do we like it. But I thought this episode we should talk about realistically your first month abroad. How do you actually start? How is the process from talking with us to actually landing your dream job? Or maybe that's something that could be a dream job in the future. So, Niki, you started in Barcelona, right?
Yes. Well, for the second time years ago, I started in Greece as well, but now, yeah, a few years back in Barcelona.
I think most of you have the Finnish market, and Ceren has the Swedish, and I have the Danish. Most of the openings we get is from TP Greece, Teleperformance. So, how is Ceren for you? The process of people contacting you and asking for a job in Greece, how is it actually from talking with you to talking with the client? Can you tell us a bit about the process?
Yes. So we start with the phone screening. We have the first interview over the phone. We go through about like everything about the process, and the candidate also get the chance to learn more about us as a recruitment agency. So I go through about Job Squad with them a little bit, not too much. And then we go into the job, about the position, salary, what they can expect, and what we expect from them. We talk about we go through about their experiences, but not so much, because to Greece, for the customer support position, you don't need so much experience. Like, you don't need anything at all. You can just be like straight out from the high school. And
You don't even need to have experience with calling people or nothing. You can
yes.
actually just, okay, that's nice.
So you don't have to be like, you don't need to have any experience from customer support jobs from before. Yes, right now it feels like maybe it's too much things we are going through about, like in the first call, but the call takes maybe around 20 minutes, and I'm asking some questions, and they are telling a little bit about themselves, and then we jump into the job, and we go through about it. So
And I always highlight the fact that this is not the first screening call. It's not the
yes,
official interview. Like, this is a chill chat. Like, I want to get to know you.
yes,
You tell
exactly.
me about your experience and why do you want to take this step,
Yes.
and then we just go through everything.
Yeah, and I also inform them that it's not Job Squad hiring you. We are just like, we are here to help you. We will always be here during the recruitment process, before and after. Because sometimes they think that I'm calling from Teleperformance or something, and they think it's me having the first interview directly with them. So I just let them know and inform them, so then they get a little bit chill. Then they are more like comfortable, and yeah, I can see that they are more chill when I say that. So yes, but we go through about everything, and then I'm trying to guide them up, like from the start dates. They are like informing me when they can start. I always ask them, when will you be able to move abroad, and yeah, you know and then we will see what happens next from that.
I think for many, I remember when I first started and I was looking into getting this help from a recruiter. I was thinking like, okay, this recruiter is sounding very nice and stuff, but he just wanted to get paid, he just wanted to hire someone. That's not the reality of us helping people.
No, that's not the case.
I'm like, bitch, we only get paid if you like the job. You have to
Yes.
stay there for a certain amount of time. So if I send you
Exactly.
somewhere where I'm just like, I'm getting paid, and you don't like it, I'm not getting my money.
Yeah.
So of course I'm doing this for a living to have roof over my head. But if I'm not finding something that's nice for the candidate I'm talking with, I'm not getting paid. So as
Mm.
much as I like to get paid, as much I like to help people actually finding something that's nice for them. So
And
I
it really
feel
matters that they actually want to, like, they enjoy the new job, the environment, and everything, and they stay in the job.
That's the most important.
which position would you guys say is if people are they know they want to travel abroad, but maybe they don't have the biggest opportunity of saving up money before living like exotic places. Which country of the hires we have is the best starter? Like safest, the most amount of um, employees, colleagues that's maybe from the same country. It's easy going. Do you have a favorite country to hire for that you know, like this is a safe place to start your journey of living abroad?
Greece, 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 Greece. Honestly, it's the number one, especially when it comes to those candidates who just want to go like, okay, let's go next week or within 2 weeks. I don't have too much savings. I just have the willingness to go and the energy. I would
Mm.
say Greece.
Yes, same here. It's also because the process is also so nice. It's not so complicated. They get in contact with us and we take it further, and we book them in for an interview with the company, and after the first interview with the company, they can get an answer back like, okay, we want to move and we want to hire you. So it doesn't take like 1 month. And some people, they think that maybe it's, the waiting process is too long, but it's not. The solution is always like, you need to apply first, and then we will make it happen. We will help you. So yeah, I would also say Greece, because
I
it's
would,
it's
I
fast,
would,
the
I
process.
would agree on Greece. It's easy to get hired, but there's also mistakes people do. Do you have any funny stories? Or not a funny story, but like a reality of some of your candidates you sent to Greece and makes mistakes that like, oh, I could actually tell this, this is a mistake you shouldn't do.
Some people, they think that moving abroad and getting a job in a new country, they think that it's like a vacation, but it's not.
Exactly. I
And
was fit by that answer.
yeah, so I would say that if you are thinking about moving abroad, you need to see this like, treat it like, you need to treat this like a job, and you need to have this balance. It's not just vacation. It's not about going out to going abroad and just hanging on the beach. Like, you really have to think that, okay, this is a job. It's a lifestyle. It's not a holiday. So that is like a, yeah, common mistake people are doing, I think.
You cannot have bottomless mimosas on a Tuesday morning. Like, you have responsibilities.
Yes.
Treat it as any other job in your home country.
And
It
as
doesn't
much,
mean going out 24/7 partying. You have responsibilities the day after. So you got to think like, what can I do and what can I not?
yeah. Actually, I think that the workflow we have, the with teleperformance in Greece is great. So they are actually hoping for people to fly a week before they start training, and this is for people to find their normal day. Maybe go out and have these bottomless mimosas the 1 or 2 days first, but
Mm.
then find your normal day of living and working abroad. Um, I made that mistake in Spain. I remember, I can go out and have a few beers and have some sangrias and stuff. But the reality next day, you're having a hangover and you knew you have to listen and learn about training and stuff. So find a work balance that you would do if you're living in Denmark or Sweden or Finland. And then you're actually living abroad. When you have like working days, maybe you meet up with a friend, cook dinner at home, and then weekends you can do whatever, but
Exactly.
still a job. This is like a big.
Actually, guys, funny story came up. Have I ever shared this? Like, my first day in Greece when I moved there back in 2017, 2018, I think it was. It was a nightmare when because I on my first day I was working with the travel agency one of the biggest ones in the world. And my first day, like on the job, I slept in. Like I
Oh,
overslept. Very first day, I remember it like yesterday. I remember I was sleeping. I was in Greece, in Zakynthos, in one of the most beautiful islands. And I remember my team leader back then, she was Norwegian. And she just came in knocking on my door. And I woke up. What the hell? I'm 40 minutes late. What the hell? Let's get dressed up. And I kind of like tried to cover it up. Like, no. I was just getting ready. I had whatever type of like issues with laptop or something. I slept in. I had overslept through my alarms and everything. That was a fucking horror story.
my
But
God.
thank God yeah, but it was a chill day anyways. But
Yeah.
yeah, 18-year-old Niki, do better.
Oh,
Do that again.
18-year-old.
I know.
Baby Niki.
I
You were a
know.
baby.
And I barely spoke any English either. I don't even know how I got hired, to be honest. My English was like yes, no, and then just nodding. Like,
Mm. I
I
can
don't even know
relate
how
to
I got away with it.
Yes, I can relate to that. Like when you like for real, when you move abroad, your English skills will also be so much like you will talk English more and more. And even if you're like your pronunciation is not there directly, like boom, like professional, it will be better. It takes
Yeah.
time, and of course we all are doing some mistakes, and like it's we are
And
like
I will say that with the process of
"Hmm?
being hired for teleperformance in Greece, the first step is actually taking a test. It's not a big
Yes,
test, but it's testing. Would you be able to actually go through training, which is in English? Would you be able to actually understand our training? If you pass it, trust me, you will be able to learn and find out how to do the job. They will not hire someone that doesn't understand English. So if you pass that test, you're suited for the job, and we will happily help.
yes, but the thing is that you can still make the test with someone and get some help.
But then you're cheating yourself.
Yes, you're doing it.
Exactly.
But
It'll
from
backfire.
yes, but your English skills will be better abroad with real experiences. You will learn by doing some mistakes, and that is the real test. Boom.
Yeah.
Very much so.
And a little bit about money. Now I've talked a lot about money on this episode, but money and TP Greece, how much a different position? Like, is it okay, Nikki, to the salary you get to actually live and enjoy yourself?
Oh, in Greece, definitely. I remember I think I had a few hundreds of euros back in the day when I moved to Greece. Like it wasn't a lot, but I also didn't need a lot. Like I was a very simple guy and that's it. But in Greece you can definitely live off with a few hundreds if you have like, especially when it comes to like connections, if you know someone who, like a friend or relative or whoever you can move into, who has connections, who knows someone who has an apartment, for example. So maybe you don't need to pay for like 2 months deposits in the first months. So in those cases, in those scenarios, I think a few hundred euros, 500-600 euros is actually enough. You don't really need like 2,500 if you move to Greece, not in my opinion at least.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
also
you
with the salary. I mean, what is it? Let's say you make 1,300 or something euros a month. I would highly recommend not just saving money, but also meeting new people to find roommates, no matter what. Even if
Exactly.
you make 10,000 euros a month, finding a roommate and getting new friends and stuff is important. They are trying to live the same life as you want, living abroad, meeting new people. It will save a lot of money on rent, but also make you friends for life. And
I
I
think
think,
that is one of the best ways to actually make friends abroad, to
yeah,
have a roommate, because it creates certain type of connections. And more roommates you have, more friends you have, more fun you have, I would say.
and I don't know, in the Danish team, we have messenger groups on Facebook where everyone from the Danish team, like from TP Greece, is. So I on Friday evening I can say like, oh, I'm new. Anyone wants to grab a beer or get some food, and everyone is just like, yeah, we already here. Come, 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 and it's just try it. Text in the groups, ask if people want to meet. Text.
Yeah.
Anyone needs a roommate? Anyone wants to find an apartment together? It will be so much easier, and we make these room for that to happen.
Because that's what a lot of people worry about, especially like nowadays so many people want to work remotely in Greece, and thank God it's possible because everybody wants that. But then people also think, how do I make friends if I just work remotely from my own place? I don't make any connections like in the office whatsoever. But that's when we also come to the picture. We make the WhatsApp and Facebook groups. You connect with different people that are in the same boat as you. So that's very important.
I think when it comes to money, if you have very high expectations, you will get a little bit disappointed because you will not earn so much like you can earn in maybe Sweden, in Denmark, or in Finland. And but you can have expectations on the social life. And
yeah, let's make it clear, like in Southern European countries, you will not make the same money as you would in the Nordics. Like it's
exactly.
fucking like it's not gonna happen. Sorry.
You're not paying so much for rent. You're not paying taxes that's like giving you the middle finger, It's
Exactly.
a way of living.
You
True
will
that.
always find people in the same mindset as you. So it will be easy. You will meet people from all over the world and build good connection, and then the rest will come. If you think too much, you will never take the step out from your comfort zone. So it's better that you are not thinking about it too much. I'm telling my candidates, like, if you really have very high expectations, if you are only thinking about the money, why do you want to move abroad? There's no point. Why do you want to go to Greece or to Spain or to Portugal? Like, the quality of living there is so much better, of course, with the sun, the better sun, and with the weather and the food and having fun and all of that. But if
The
you're
way
yes, the way of
yeah,
living, you can maybe not save so much money. You can still do that, but you will have so much fun, and you will, I don't know, you will be a new person abroad. But if you're only thinking about the money and the salary, then it's not for you.
And get a
it's
job.
kind of like
yeah.
It's kind of like either or. Either you make good money in the Nordics and have, let's say, shitty lifestyle, and then you move to Southern Europe, you get paid less, but then the quality of life and everything else you get in like on top, it's like either or, I would say.
I think even if it's like lower lower prices abroad in these countries, but because the standards are cheaper, and if we compare with Sweden and Finland and Denmark and so on, I think you can still have a balanced lifestyle. You don't
Yeah, very
you don't
easily.
have to you don't have to think like, I need to do lots of things every day. You don't have to go out every day after your work. But just with going out for one beer and one coffee, or I don't know, like just go out for a walk, you will feel better. Just that small thing will make you so much happier abroad, I think. So yeah.
Very much. Good talk, guys. Do you have anything else in mind regarding that topic?
I would say that people should, if they listen to this podcast and think like, let me just have a talk, don't be afraid. Call us. It doesn't mean, as you said, Ceren, it doesn't mean that it's a screening. Have a chat with us and ask us about our experience. Maybe we find a job that's actually nice for you. If not, we had a good talk. I'm more than happy to talk with people.
Exactly. Same. You will not lose anything. Like, last wise words, the first call is not that intimidating. Like, we're actual people. We're funny.
Yeah, we are funny.
Yeah.
Or we think.
Exactly.
I think people need to think that it's this kind of job abroad opportunities. It's not, it's not a vacation, but it's more like a much better everyday life. So, yeah.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in today.
Yeah.
Thank you for the great talk.
Thank you.
We will have next week podcast already, so tune in. We will have probably a little guest.
We're waiting for your CVs.
Yeah.
Exactly. And your calls. Stay tuned, guys.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.